Hello Bookers friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we are doing my May TBR jar picks. I can't believe we're already in the month of May. Well, like almost. When I'm filming this, we're not almost in the month. Well, we kind of are. It's a little early because I'm trying to pre-film because I'm going to be away next week. Not really away, but like in the city for a couple days. I'm nervous for this one because if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that in the month of April, I didn't do too great on my TBR. These are all the leftovers from last month that I didn't read because I didn't feel like it. I kind of went through a bit of a reading slump from like mid to end of March to mid-April, and I just like didn't want to read anything at all. So that's why we have so many leftover books. So we're gonna start fresh. And some of these, no, I'm not gonna get rid of any of these books. Some of these books, like this one, this is the second book in the Thursday Murder Club. I'm gonna try to get it to match a prompt for May because I do want to get to this. We're just gonna take all these down. I don't know what happened this month, guys. I just wasn't feeling it. I have some ideas of books that I want to read this month, so we're gonna try to make work. And I am putting Throne of Glass back because this one just intimidated the shit out of me and I didn't want to do it. I know I said I'm gonna start with this one because if I get Crescent City, I'm gonna have to like totally think about how many books I'm putting on my TBR. Let's start with one from the 24 and 2024 TBR jar prompt. I did read The Measure last month and my audiobook loan ran out before I could finish it and I just didn't care to finish it. Okay, this one I can do. I got Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. This is book 2 to the Delilah Green Doesn't Care series. I'm pretty sure this one's about her sister. It is a girl romance, and honestly, Delilah Green Doesn't Care was like a top tier book, so very excited to get to this one. I'm gonna take my chance and pick a second one out of here and hope that I get a short one. Okay, this one. I keep getting Red Rising and I just keep not wanting to read it. You know, that's like the whole point of this jar is to not do that. But I don't want to read it right now. I feel like I'm going to read that one more so when it's like fall. All right. Come on, give me a good one. One that is short and I actually want to read. Watch, it's going to be Crescent City. Yup, just fucking called it. Do I want to do it? I don't know. I'm trying to think. In the month of May, I have one trip to DC for one of my best friend's bachelorette trips. Definitely not gonna read it then. And then I have a trip to North Carolina for work, and I don't think I'm gonna read it then either. I think I wanna read Funny Place. Nope, Funny Place. I think I wanna read Funny Story at that trip because last year when I went to Dallas for my work trip, I read an Emily Henry book. So I think we're gonna pretend I didn't pick Crescent City. Okay, this one I can do. A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. This is the first book to the Veronica Speedwell series. It's like a London Regency romance mystery. We'll go with this one. Man, that was scary for a second. It's like, why do I have these prompts in here if I don't want to read them? Like, I want to read Crescent City, just not right now. And I want to read Red Rising, just not right now. Let's start with 6 and see what we get. Because I feel like I put 14 books on my TBR for the month of April, and I feel like that was just like too intimidating for me. And I think that's why I didn't read a lot of books, so let's see. Okay. Oh, I know what I could do for this, I think. So it says, choose a book with sunset colors on the cover. So let me go grab some options and I'll be right back. Okay, I only need one option because I also wanted to make sure that this somehow made it on my TBR for this month, and it happened. So I was very kindly gifted a early copy of Serendipity by Becky Charleston, which, long story short, if you didn't already know, Becky is actually related to my husband, so I am technically related to a published author. This is her second book that is coming out, I think, June 4th, and me and Chris's cousin's fiance are going to her like publish event on June 4th in Brooklyn, so I want to make sure I have this read, and this has sunset colors. Sorry about that, Louis just had to bark at the mailman, but this has sunset colors on the cover, so we're choosing it. All right, prompt number 2. Let me do a yellow one. I think I just recently added these. Okay, how do I make this happen? It says a book with a season in the title. So I want to try to go for spring or summer. Do I have any of those? I don't think I do. We're gonna repick that one because that's too much thought process for me right now. But let's go for another yellow one. Let's go for one at the bottom. I totally don't play this game fair. Stephen Graham Jones. Okay, I can do this. Where's the books though? Need to find them first. I have 2 of them. It's just a matter, oh, right here. I think this is the first one. So I have My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones, which, okay, so this is the Indian Lake trilogy. I'm pretty sure the third book just came out because Books and Lala was talking about it. She like loves this series. It's about this girl Jade. She's like into 80s slasher films and becomes obsessed with like some sort of crime that happens, and I think she tries to figure it out for herself. And this is considered like horror. Sure, we'll go with this. Then I can read the second book and potentially read the third one. All right. I feel like we're doing good so far. I have 2 books I'm really trying to work into this TBR, maybe 3. Go with this one because it's seeming to want to come out. A contemporary fiction. I also just realized that I got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, so that could have counted for the season prompt, but we're gonna let it go. Okay, contemporary fiction. What do I want to read for that? Let me find some options. We're gonna count this as contemporary fiction, I guess, because I don't know what else it would be classified as. This is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. The story inspired by the real-life sorority targeted by America's first serial killer, and I'm pretty sure it's like from the women's perspective. So let's try this. This looks dense though. We'll put this in and see what happens. I don't know if that necessarily counts as contemporary fiction, but we're gonna go with it. All right. So that's 3. Let's do this purple one. Book number 10 on TV shelves. Let's see. All right, this one I could do. I got The Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger. This is her newest thriller. It says a couple inherits an apartment with a spine-tingling past in this haunting and propulsive thriller. Olivia reads a latte just read this, and I'm pretty sure she gave it either 4 or 5 stars and loved it. So high hopes for this one. We'll go with this. That was a lucky pick. None of these prompts are fitting the bucks I want. We may just do what we did last month and pick maybe 8 and then add on whatever ones I want to read, because those are the ones I'll probably actually read. And if I don't add them on, I won't read anything off my TBR and I'll just be a failure. Okay, let's go with this yellow one. Oh, these 2 popped out. Maybe I'll try these 2. What's this one say? Book of the Month Fantasy. No, I'm not in the mood for fantasy at all. I'm totally cheating the system with this. Okay, Veronica Ruiz novel. Already read it. Haha, free pass. Is that how that works? No, probably not. I know I'm supposed to like actually read what I choose, but I just can't. A book I'm scared to read? Could I say I'm scared to read Funny Story by Emily Henry because I'm scared it's not gonna be as good as Happy Place? Yep. Mind your business. 1 down, 2 more to go. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's choose our next one and hope it's something good. All right, this one just like flung into my hand. Sherry LaPena. I could do that because I could do it as an audiobook. All right, let me see. We'll choose a random one because her audiobooks are for some reason always available on Libby, and I love listening to her books via audio. Her books are so fast-paced and so entertaining and so good. So I'm gonna choose Someone We Know by Miss Sherry LaPena. You know what's crazy about her books is they all take place in upstate New York. Like, why? And I love her books because they are like suburban thrillers, so it's kind of like realistic. That in a quiet, leafy suburb in upstate New York, a teenager has been sneaking into houses and into the owner's computers as well, learning their secrets and maybe sharing some of them too. That sounds great. All right, we're gonna choose 2 more. And we're really gonna try make the 2 books that I'm looking at fit into these prompts. Okay, so let's go with this one. It says, a book with white on the cover. Yes, it worked. I manifested it. So we're gonna do The Man Who Died Twice, which is the 2nd book in the Thursday Murder Club. Put that bad boy right there. I am 1 of 2. Let's see if I can pick 1 more prompt and get this other book on there. We're gonna go with this one that is at the very bottom. Oh, come on. No way. Okay, great. It says romance, so we're gonna do Surrender, which is book 5, 6 in the Steele Brothers series. This is the last book that follows Jonah, and I just bought books 6, 7, and 8. Nope, 7, 8, 9 that follow Ryan, which is the next brother, and now I want to finish this so I can get to those. Those were the 2 books I really wanted to add. 10. I feel like I should choose 2 more. Just because. Like, I feel like this is very thriller heavy. Let's do this one right here. I could do this. Okay. So it says Magnolia Parks, but I'm gonna take that as the next book in the Magnolia Parks series because I already read Magnolia Parks. So Gonna go grab that. Okay, I have also been dying to get back into this series along with the Thursday Murder Club, and obviously book 2 is Ms. Daisy Hates. Not too psyched that like, and the way Magnolia Parks ended, I'm not too psyched that we go into Daisy's perspective. Like, I want to be back in Magnolia's head, not Daisy. Okay, that was a good one because I've been wanting to get back into that series. The only problem I'm having with these TBR videos is feeling guilty if I read something that's not within this stack. So that's why it's hard for me. But let's see. Oh, I already read that one. I just got Diamond on by Kate Quinn, but I read that. Ha. Okay, it says your favorite trope. I think I'm gonna add Wild Love by Elsie Silver because it's billionaire, like grumpy sunshine, which I love. I love like billionaire, and it's best friend's brother, which I also love. So we're gonna do Elsie Silver's Wild Love, her newest book, for my favorite trope. Oh, sweet Jesus, I got a good TBR this month. Okay, let's get a little closer and we'll recap the books that I got. For the 2024 and 2024 TBR job prompts, we got Ashford Parker Doesn't Fail and A Curious Beginning. Then I got Someone We Know for the Sherry LaPena TBR jar prompt. We fit Surrender by Helen Hart, the 6th book in the Sale Brothers series, into the romance TBR jar prompt, even though it's dark romance, but romance is romance. Then I have Serendipity by Becky Charlson for the sunset colors on the cover prompt. And then we pulled Magnolia Parks, but I already read that, so I took that as I could put book 2, which is Daisy Hates by Miss Jessa Hastings. For favorite trope, we're gonna put Wild Love by Elsie Silver, which is billionaire, best friends, little sister, grumpy sunshine, probably, I think. And Single Dad, I think. I don't think I've ever read Single Dad, so that could totally become a favorite one. I got Stephen Graham Jones, so we're putting book 1 in the Indian Lake series, or whatever it's called. And this is My Heart is a Chainsaw. And then I got a contemporary fiction, which I'm not really sure this is contemporary fiction, and if it's not, mind your business, it is now. We got Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. I got a prompt that said number 10 on my TV bookshelf, which that happened to be The New Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger. I got Funny Story for a book I'm scared to read. And the reason I chose this one is 1, because I really want to read it this month, and 2, I'm scared I'm not gonna like this because I loved Happy Place so much last year that I'm scared this won't live up to those expectations. Last but not least, prompt was with a book with white on the cover, so I was lucky enough to be able to put this on my TBR again this month, and this is The Man Who Died Twice, which is the 2nd book in the Thursday Murder series. And that is my TBR for the month of May. I am so stoked for this TBR because there's some books on here that I've really, well, one, I wanted to read this month, but would have felt guilty if I read them and not the books on my actual TBR. I have a feeling this month is gonna be much better than April. And I'm hoping that I get most of these read because last month I didn't do too great. But you know what? It's fine. It happens. The joys of being a reader are exactly that, reading and enjoying it. So if you're reading and you're not enjoying your time, you're not doing it right. Honestly, I'd rather read no books off my TBR than read only bad books for an entire month. Like, that just sounds miserable to me. So very excited for this month's TBR. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, show it some love, leave a comment with how many books you plan to read in the month of May. What's on your TBR? Let me know. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.